Kia ora, and welcome to this module, Patterns in Chemistry. You will be working towards 2 standards, so when you look at the top, you'll find there's overview, standards, and connections. So the standards tells you what the 2 are. There's an external standard that you do at the end of the year, or you can do the internal, which is done at any time during the year. If you're doing the external, you need to work through all 3 modules. If you're doing the internal, only the first 2 modules. When you go to the overview tab, then you'll find there are the lessons, so it's very easy to navigate because they're hyperlinked and you can see what's in each lesson. The teacher marked assignment is the one the teacher wants to see, so make sure that you complete that and upload it to the Dropbox because that's where the teacher will be giving you feedback. And then there's some equipment you need. Your science equipment box you don't necessarily need for this module, but you will for the others. Under the Connections tab, you've got where the concepts are linked to other modules as well if you want more in practice or more in depth. So these are all in the course. Apologies for the spelling error. And you should do all 3 modules if you want to continue to level 2 chemistry. Right, when you go to the first lesson, under the tabs now change to resources, what and how. So the resources tab is what is given in every module on every lesson, as well as in the assessment tasks, as well as in the exam. So it's a table of ions to show you how to write formulae, the periodic table, and you also are given the activity series, as well as the solubility rules. When you go to the What tab, again you've got the hyperlinked lessons, so it's very quick to navigate around, and you're also given your learning intention. So once you've completed a lesson, check at the end what the learning intention was and can you do it. So at the end of this lesson 1, can you describe and use the term pure mixture atom molecule particle? If you can't, go back. If you can, great, move on. And as I say, the hyperlinks, you can find things quickly. The 3 cornerstones of chemistry are the macroscopic, those are the facts of chemistry, and the microscopic. These are the explanations based on particles, so it's your theory of chemistry, and then your model is how you represent it. So for example, we can see as we go and react lithium, sodium, and potassium with water that the reaction gets more violent. That's what we see, our observations. Our explanation is using particles, and we see there are more electrons as we go from lithium to sodium and potassium, and the outermost electron, which gets removed during the reaction, is further and further away from the nucleus, so it's more and more easily removed because it's not as strongly attracted. So that's your explanation, your theory. Then your model represents these, so you use word equations, symbol equations, formulae, and diagrams to do this. Right, your best learning happens when you make notes, so process the information, make sure you've understood it and you're not just reading it through so it goes in one ear and out the other. Make notes, make sure you understand it, check your answers with the long answers, with the model answers to the long questions. Did you give all the information? The level of detail determines your grade. Do you know and understand all the key points given at the end of each lesson? If you don't, go back, ask your teacher, but make sure you've understood it. Now finally, we have quite a few interactive PDF documents, so you should download the PDF to your desktop and then open it. Don't use it directly in your browser, because in this way you can make superscripts and subscripts by using Control-Shift+ or Control=. So as an example, here's in lesson 1, if we download the first worksheet, if I try and just simply type in and use, say, the Control-Shift+, all it does, it makes my PDF document bigger because I am still in my browser. You need to download it, and as I say, you can download it to your desktop. Okay, then you open it. So it's downloaded, and now you've opened it. And if I now type in here and go Control-Shift+, I get a superscript, and it's like a toggle. If I go Control-Shift+ again, it's back to normal. If I go Control=, it's a subscript, and control equals, again, it goes back to normal. So make sure you use the conventions of chemistry. All the best for your learning. Goodbye.